Broadcasting live from Sydney, Australia. You're tuned into Radio 360.
गॉर्डन ग्लेन वॉटसन जो फीफा के मीडिया कंसल्टेंट रह चुके हैं, ओशिनिया फुटबॉल कॉन्फेडरेशन के ये मीडिया ऑफिसर भी रह चुके हैं और साथ साथ में न्यूजीलैंड फुटबॉल ओकलैंड सिटी एफसी के फिलहाल ये मीडिया कंसल्टेंट है. एंड ही हैज़ गॉट अ वेल्थ ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस इन सॉकर. ही इज़ अ सॉकर प्लेयर हिमसेल्फ. ही हैज़ प्लेड फुटबॉल एट New Zealand club level, and he understands football as much as we all do. It's a pleasure in welcoming Gordon Glen Watson from Auckland City FC to Radio 360. Gordon, welcome to Radio 360.
Hey Cash, thank you very much for the introduction. It's a pleasure to be available for you.
Gordon, it's exciting times, we can say, and exciting times for Auckland City Football Club as well.
Absolutely. We've got ourselves into a great position for a very, very good season. We've got an extensive pre-season campaign outlined already, and of course the FIFA Club World Cup is coming up, and of course the club has signed Fiji's star player Mr. Roy Krishna, who made the move from Waitakere United, and we're very, very excited about his arrival.
And I know a lot of Fijians who follow Roy Krishna's career path. They would be ecstatic now because this gives him a wonderful opportunity. It opens up a wonderful opportunity for him to expose his skills up at international level.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I speak from a personal perspective here. My view on Roy Krishna's career has always been that he is a top level professional in every aspect. He just hasn't really had the opportunity given to him, and for me it should have happened 5 or 6 years ago, but thankfully now with Auckland City Football Club, Roy has got a great chance to not only show his abilities in the ASB Premiership and the OFC Champions League, but at the FIFA Club World Cup, and also in a friendly with a Spanish club in the lead up to the Club World Cup in Morocco. So it's a great opportunity for Roy.
I think over the years the development plans that Fiji football had never given any player that opportunity, which now Roy Krishna has, because I know in the early years when Ivor Evans left Fiji, he went to Vancouver and he joined Vancouver 86ers. That's when this player exposition started, and people were leaving Fiji but going away overseas, but they never had a plan. Now even if you talk to Ivor, he said he was never guided, and I think coming to Auckland City FC, Roy has got good guidance, and this is a wonderful opportunity, not even only for him, but it also opens up for all the Oceania nations as well, for Solomon Islands, for Papua New Guinea, and for all the other countries to have a look at a fellow who's from the local Oceania team who's made it big.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Auckland City in the past have had players from the Pacific in this side, 3 from Fiji, in fact, Osea Vakatalasau, Penny Fina and Salesh Kumar. They didn't make as big an impact as we're hoping that Roy might, but Roy's abilities and the number of goals that he scored, I think is somewhere in the 70s in New Zealand club football at least. He's opened doors and opportunities for youngsters who are coming up and see him as a role model. I think he's a player who's pretty much close to his peak. He's still only 26. And we've seen a maturing of Roy as a person off the park. I think he's no longer the boy from Siberia. I think he's a man, and I think it's a wonderful time to have Roy Krishna in the Auckland City side.
Auckland City, nothing to be taken away from them. Auckland City, I've admired this club. I had the opportunity of when I was working for another media in New Zealand. I've been following Auckland City from days back then when they initially hired a player, I think it was Haru from Japan, and they started off their World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup campaign back then. And I remember Winton Rufo was there, and he said these are the openings of a very bigger door to open later in the future. And I think he was mentioning this, like playing the Spanish club sides now. Auckland City Football Club as a team, they have over the years developed. I know going into the FIFA Club World Cup it becomes hard when you play with Corinthians or when you come up with Barcelona and teams of that stature, but it just shows you that there is potential in the Oceania region.
Yeah. Look, I think we've proven over a great number of years that the Oceania region is capable of producing top quality football players. You look at Christian Karambu from New Caledonia. You look at Bertrand Kai, also from New Caledonia, and from Tahiti, Marama Vairoa. Winton Rufer, of course, who's from a Maori and Swiss background, and Tim Cahill from Samoa. And Roy Krishna fits into that category. I think Isala Masi as well. I was talking to somebody earlier about the achievements and how wonderfully well Isala did in Australia's old National League.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, Roy's very much in that pantheon of top quality football players.
Well, and the best part is, Gordon, what we're going to announce now is Radio 360 will be covering the match with Roy Krishna playing in the jersey number 12 for Auckland City FC, taking on the team from Wellington Phoenix, who play for the A-League.
Yeah, this is really exciting for us.
Exactly.
We've obviously got Roy Krishna in the side. He's been overlooked by the Wellington Phoenix in the past, and here we have an opportunity, not only for Auckland City Football Club itself as the Oceania champions, to take on the Wellington Phoenix. And I think, although it's a pre-season friendly, there's going to be a little bit of an edge there, because 5 years ago, Waitakere United played the Wellington Phoenix and were beaten 7-0, and there was a sense that Phoenix didn't want to play at some of the premiership sides, for the feeling being that they had a gain from it. But after that 7-0 win over Waitakere, it was never really brought up as an idea of having this match. But now, 2013, ahead of that FIFA Club World Cup, and a big opportunity for Roy Krishna to shine. I mean, let's let our imaginations run away for a moment, and if Roy were to score 2 goals and Auckland were to win by 2-0, just imagine the excitement ahead of Morocco. And I, for one, cannot wait for the partnership with Ethnic Media 360 and the broadcast of that friendly match from Kiwitea Street on Saturday.
And Gordon, looking at the Auckland City FC's pre-season schedule, they've they've just played Western Springs AFC in a player friendly, and then they're supposedly playing Fijian club Bar on this Wednesday. Phoenix is on Saturday, and then it just builds on from there. New Zealand under 17, they are not write-offs. New Zealand under 17 team is an upcoming semi-professional outfit, and they would be really a good team to play with. I mean, looking at all that, and then there's a Fiji selection, New Zealand Fiji selection, that they will be playing further on the 12th of October. So looking at their pre-season schedules, it looks like they're on song when it comes to the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yeah, well, that's the plan behind the schedule by coach Ramon Trulic. When the draw came out and Auckland City were paired with Rayo Casablanca, there was a real sense of optimism that the club could repeat achievement of 2009 in the Middle East, when they won 2 games at the tournament and finished 5th.
Yeah.
With that in mind, Ramon Trulic put down his pre-season plan, and we've got 9 matches. 9 top quality matches, as you say. There's a game with Bar on Wednesday at Bill McKinley Park in Mount Wellington. It's at 7:30. Then, of course, the Wellington Phoenix on Saturday, the 28th of September, and then the Fiji Select 11 match. That's going to be put down for Centre Park in Mangere on October the 12th, and then 24 hours later, on October the 13th, they're going to play East Coast Bays in what shapes as a very busy weekend for the players, and I dare say that the entire squad will be used at that particular weekend. But it's this week, playing Bar, that's exciting. Playing the Wellington Phoenix, it just gets bigger.
I mean, it just puts our name on the mark with the Oceania region. Auckland City FC, Rayo Casablanca, and then you've got Bayern Munich, Atletico Mineiro, and then you've got Monterrey as well. So these clubs are like powerhouses in their own continents.
Yeah, these are amazing clubs. These names just roll off the tongue. Bayern Munich defeated Borussia Dortmund to qualify for the FIFA Club World Cup by winning the UEFA Champions League. Last season it was Chelsea. The season before that it was Barcelona. So these are the sorts of teams, these are the sorts of names in football that Roy Krishna is going to see his name up alongside. Last time at the FIFA Club World Cup, he played against Adelaide United from the Hyundai A-League, and Waitakere were beaten 2-1 on that occasion. this is in many ways potentially is bigger. If Auckland City can get past Rayo Casablanca in the first game, then it sets up a mouth-watering tie with either a CONCACAF side or an Asian side, and then the possibility of a fifth-place playoff, or even better, semi-final, which no Oceania team has ever advanced to.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the way soccer is progressing now, and you look at Tahiti going to the Confederations Cup, there I know we were not superior to the level of the other teams, but the way we are now approaching these tournaments, and I think it's a positive step in terms of what Auckland City FC is doing. And in fact, I was just a bit skeptical when there was announced that Exposito was leaving, and I was thinking who was going to fill that gap, that vacuum in the team. But with Roy Krishna coming in, I can see a younger, faster, fitter Exposito. Exposito, I mean, he was a big loss.
Yeah, I think at the time the idea perhaps was to keep Exposito and bring Krishna in, and that would have been exciting. But although Manel Exposito had a very excellent ratio of games and goals, I think he scored nearly 40 goals in all competitions for Auckland. He was on the fourth on the list of all-time top goal scorers for the club, behind Kieran Jordan, Grant Young and Paul Elovich. But he doesn't have the pace of Roy Krishna. You know, Manel, 31, 32 years of age, and you look at Roy Krishna, and he's 2 yards faster than any defender in New Zealand playing at this level. And that sort of express pace is the type of pace that you find at the highest levels of the game. And to see Roy in a navy blue shirt this season is just going to be a phenomenal experience. And it's an experience that I think the Auckland City Football Club are very keen to share with fans of Fijian Indian football, Fijian football. You know, we talk a lot about Roy coming from Lambasa and Siberia, that small village, to New Zealand as a foreign player, a youngster who didn't know much. Auckland City Football Club is a club of migrants. It's always had very diverse starting 11s, players from Spain, players from the Solomon Islands, now players from Fiji, of course, Croatia, Maori players, and so on. So to engage that fan base and ask for their support to support Roy, and in turn support Auckland City, is also one of the other exciting features, which is why we're talking to you in Ethnic Media 360. There's a nice little symmetry there as well.
Thanks for that, Gordon. And just before we say anything else, I would like to tell all our listeners who are listening in, who might not know, Roy had never played for a district team before he was picked for the Fiji Under-20, and I think you were witness to that. You did the commentary with me when they played New Zealand, and Roy was brought in, and that was confirmed by Bizzetti. He saw him training for his high school team, and that's when he drafted him into the Under-20s the side. So at that age, he was picked out for his skill, speed, and, like you say, agility. And Bizzetti at that time said this guy will go a long way if he's trained and nurtured in a proper way. And his words were true. And I think he's at the right time. He's at the right club. And I think this, being here in Auckland City, getting the experience, going away to the FIFA Club, just not only the FIFA Club World Cup, but just playing with a coach like Ramon and training with a team like Auckland City FC, having that exposure, coming from Waitakere into another rival club, as people might call it, it just brings up a pair, like a profile. It also gives him a personal challenge as well.
Yeah, look, that's timing is everything in football. Absolutely, it's everything. And there's a number of really big characters in the Auckland City Football Club dressing room. Ivan Visilic, for example, the most capped all white in the modern era. He's so professional in everything he does. He's been to FIFA World Cups, the Confederations Cup. He commands respect, and I know for a fact that Ivan Visilic is delighted to see Roy Krishna sign for the club, and so are all the other defenders at Auckland City Football Club. You know, it's much better, I think, to see Roy in a navy blue shirt than it is to see him in a red and white shirt. And I'm sure that there will be a lot of rub-off for Roy to develop, because although the club is not, as you would say, professional, the players themselves have been exposed to top-level football at different times, and I think perhaps it will be a different environment that will energise Roy and maybe help take him to the next step.
I certainly hope so. And just to get all his fans behind him, supporting Roy Krishna, Auckland City FC has promised us that they will give away a Roy Krishna number 12 jersey away.
That is correct. We have a Roy Krishna playing kit. It's a Nike shirt. It's got Roy's name on the back, Krishna, and his favourite number, number 12. Also for Ethnic Media 360, we have 2 full season tickets to Auckland City football matches for this season, up for grabs, as well as 6 tickets for the match against the Wellington Phoenix on Saturday the 28th of September.
So all our listeners who are listening now, all you have to do is listen in throughout the week, and we will have competitions that will give you a chance to win either the kit or 6 match tickets, or better still, 2 season passes to Auckland City FC's game. Gordon,
absolutely.
Gordon,
we can't wait to see people coming in and supporting Roy.
And Gordon, there's another announcement that we will make, but it's not confirmed yet. We will try and get the bar game through. Is that something we're working on now, or?
We've looked at it. I've been in touch with our colleagues at Bill McKinley Park.
Yeah.
It's not a game that we're running, but it would be something that we would like to do, and we'll keep everybody posted as we get closer to match day. But we're certainly excited about the Phoenix game. I think is a broadcast opportunity.
It will be, and we are also looking forward for the Phoenix game, and plus we also do a lot of high-end A-League coverages, so basically all the fans who are Phoenix fans as well. We've got a lot of Kias here, the Kiwis in Australia, who are backing Auckland City FC and Wellington Phoenix as well. This is a mouth-watering experience for you, because you'll hear the game live here on Radio 360. And Gordon, is there anything else you want to say in terms of from Auckland City FC side for all the fans who are here in Australia and who are wanting to listen to the game, or who are now excited about this matchup between Auckland City FC and Wellington Phoenix?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the club would like to express a warm, open-armed welcome to everybody listening through Ethnic Media 360. We certainly hope that you're going to travel this journey with us all the way to Morocco, and hopefully to the OFC Champions League next year, and the ASB Premiership. We feel that we've got a fantastic side with Roy Krishna as one of the stars. There are many other players who you may grow to have some affection for, and we're excited. So stick with Ethnic Media 360, stick with Auckland City Football Club, stick by Roy Krishna, and let's see how far we can go this season.
And we will have this excitement building up. We've got the hashtag for all the fans who are on Twitter, and you can tweet as well. So it's hashtag AKLVSWPX. So remember, Auckland versus Wellington Phoenix. We'll be running some promotions as well on Twitter. So all our fans who are listening right now, and all those who are behind Auckland City FC or Wellington Phoenix, this is your chance. Stay with Radio 360. And Gordon, we thank you very much for your time. And we're very sorry that we put you up, we've held you back late and keeping you awake while in New Zealand.
Not at all. I was following Tahiti in the Beach Soccer World Cup as well, and they qualified for the quarterfinals, and I'm very, very proud of them, and I'm sure everybody connected with Oceania Football wishes them well. And if you want to follow Auckland City Football Club on Twitter, it's at Auckland City _FC. That's at Auckland City _FC. Thanks, Vikash, for your time, and thank you for having me as a guest on Ethnic Media 360.
Thank you very much, Gordon Glen Watson.
More than just a radio.
We love your station.
It's great.
24/7. Online and on your smartphone. Live.
Music non-stop.
And you're about to hear the best of radio anywhere on the planet. This is
Radio 360.
Stay tuned.
Radio 360.